The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, promised to recruit more teachers, give loans to students as part of efforts to develop education sector and build youth capacity. He made the promise during his presentation at Chatham House in London, the United Kingdom. We have details in this report.
Why? I see myself as a marketable individual.
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu spoke on the topic, Nigeria's 2023 elections, security and economic development, and its foreign policy imperatives to a mixed audience of Nigerians and foreigners.
The youth has been part of that. I want the governor of Lagos State.
He said youths are the greatest asset of the future, adding that they will be part of his, quote, all-inclusive government, pointing to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The APC presidential candidate also promised to secure the country if elected as president, calling for a violence-free campaign. He condemned recent attacks of offices of the Independent National Electoral Commission in some parts of the country.
We are still building confidence in our democratic and voting system.
The former Lagos State Governor also insisted that his birth, academic and professional records are consistent, adding that his critics are only wasting their time and money.
At the time of birth, I was dated March 29, 1952, and the family record. I didn't think then, that day, I've determined to be or decided to be a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Not even that I will go to politics. I have a very good exposure in life. My record is consistent. And the school and the university, they question, they now convinced that they wasted their money and their time. I'm not claiming another father. I am Tinubu and Tinubu proper. If they want a DNA, they could as well require for one. The Lodge trained me as an accounting firm. Mobile has attested to my record, a standing record. I got to the pinnacle of my career. And the private sector, who among them can brag about that?
Some members of his entourage spoke on what they hope to achieve when voted into power, ranging from reduction in oil theft by adopting necessary technology and amending the constitution to ensure state policing, amongst others.
To combat oil theft is tied to the security situation of Nigeria. The personnel of all the security or coercive agencies will be increased to cope with the large population of Nigeria.
The armed forces are not fighting with other countries. They are fighting with non-state actors. And the doctrine, the training, the numbers must change. And the Bola Tinubu administration already has a blueprint which is embedded in our action plan to address this. We'll scale up the numbers of the armed forces. We'll ramp up not only the numbers, but the training and equipment.
Private sector-driven economic growth and foreign direct investment will also be a key element of that process. That's the objective of the administration, and that's what they intend to achieve through the economic policy.
Nigeria has been more dependent on importing drugs from outside the country, vaccines from outside the country. He is going to also go into health manufacturing, where we'll produce the essential medicines that Nigerians can consume.
They assured the audience of accelerated investment on gas production, revamping the economic and foreign policy imperatives.
All right, the report you just saw are the excerpts from the speech of the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu at the Chatham House in the UK. And also present there were former Governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi. We have Governor El Rufai also present. We also had Dele Alake present, Betta Edu, and some other persons present there to also respond to the questions. And just to bring up a few issues that were raised. Speaking about his certificate, his birth, and all of that, his credentials. You know, Tinubu used the opportunity to clear the air with regards to all of that. He said that even if they want to check his DNA, they can have that. And then he also spoke about how Deloitte trained him, especially with regards to his qualification as an accountant. And then he went ahead to talk about why he doesn't attend town hall meetings when he's called. He says because he's marketable. So that is why most of these people are looking at.
No, he attends town hall meetings.
But
he doesn't attend the town hall meeting that is designed tendenciously for what it is regarded as mischief. That's what he's saying. Right. He's saying that this is not a circus. This is a serious matter. If you want a circus, well, I'm not part of your business. That's what he's saying. Right. I mean, you don't coerce people to talk. This is a democracy. It's a democracy of voluntarism, of willingness. It's not a democracy of coercion, which is itself fundamentally a contradiction. That's what he's saying.
But it seems the people are not seeing it as he is being coerced. They feel that, okay, if other presidential candidates are coming, we expect you to...
Even the ones that they organize, how many people attend? Even the last time the last one that they organized, it was actually a mockery of a debate because it was full of people who were throwing swear words and who were rowdy. This is not civilized by any definition of the word. It is actually a scarecrow definition of a debate.
And beyond the, it's good that he put those things in perspective, talking about the consistency, his marketability, of course, and the fact that his degree is now, he has gotten a replacement of his original certificate at the Chicago University. But of course, if we look at the national issues, it was also a proper strategic platform for him to sell himself. And of course, like Veronica said, he was armed, he didn't go alone. And that also, was striking, looking at the caliber of personalities that he was there with. Even Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu was also there to speak on behalf of the youth, what the Asiwaju agenda for the youth would be if elected. Of course, Betta Edu was there too. And the issue of security has been a mantra that all candidates have been, talking about. But like we said yesterday, the how to. And what struck me most about, that was the fact that, of course, Asiwaju said through Governor El Rufai that part of the things they would do to make Nigeria safer for everyone would be the need to amend the Constitution, enable local government, state government, and the federal government to tackle the burning issue of insecurity. And of course, insecurity has become such a hydra-headed phenomenon, so to speak. It goes beyond terrorism. There's also the issue of banditry. There's drug trafficking, and the likes. These are issues that, many people are looking across.
Which is something that we spoke about yesterday.
There's some people who were even talking about the fact that he asked people to talk. That means that, one of the anchors said it was assisted, using the expression.
But he has come out to say that it just goes to show his phenomenon about teamship.
Exactly, he used the word teamship, that it works as a team. It was only evangelizing his virtue of picking smart people from different parts of the country. Smart people like Erufai, smart people like Wale Edu, like Dele Alake, like the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, and Betta Edu, who was also on this show. Yeah. To show that I have a kaleidoscope of talent that I can give. But I will give the one to give the raw. Just like Mr. Churchill said. Mr. Churchill said, they call me a lion heart. He said, but it is the people around me that have the what do you call it? The muscles, the blood flow, and all of that. They come together, and I'm lucky to be the one to give the raw. So that's what it said. So what it means is that it is not me alone. Yoruba say, "Eniyan show me," that people are my cloth. That is not a dictatorship. It is a cooperative genius that we are going to present. And I don't see any reason why people should be making noise. It's all a reflection of verbal diarrhea or rectal incontinence that they are all bringing out into the public.
The typical
think of it. And you don't even have to think so far to realize that this has been, a consistent part of Asiwaju Tinubu over the years.
Since he was governor of Lagos.
They are making it look like he cannot answer questions. He has been answering questions forever. He has been engaging. He was in the editors not long ago, and he answered all the questions.
Even in the private sector,
private sector, he answered the questions.
Sector after sector. Beyond Lagos, he was in Kano. He had
across the country.
Across
so what's the problem?
Campaign, I
need to ask them that question.
Yes.
Right. And of course, the issue of continuity too has also become, questions that Asiwaju Tinubu had also been talking about. He also fielded a question in that line where he said, of course, the infrastructural projects and other areas that the president, the exiting president, had worked on. Of course, he would definitely continue with that. We got a glimpse of that too in the interview we had with the spokesperson. Yeah, you're right, yesterday. But of course, he also said there would be room for him to drive his own developmental agenda like he did in Lagos State, and now this would be an opportunity for him to spread across.
Of course, we have seen it's just like you set a template, or if you're an architect, you have a blueprint for what you want to do. And we've seen that side of continuity in Lagos State. The blueprint he laid is what we have seen successive governors build on, and that is what he is saying that he is going to do, also replicate at the center from what he is saying, and continuing what the president has done, and perhaps building the bridges like Ajuri Ngileli spoke about yesterday. Yes, there are areas they need to deepen certain things, especially with regards to education, security, all aspects. When he spoke yesterday, looking at how to deepen, ensure that the dividends of democracy, Nigerians get the dividends of democracy, deepening every effort we have seen with regards to what government has been doing thus far.
Well, everything is clear in the manifesto. Manifesto talks about credit. I spoke about credit yesterday, about the fact that you do not raise or improve an economy without credit. The American democracy or capitalism itself, they have 3 C's: cars, condos, and credit card. Those are the 3 C's of capitalism. Yes. We don't have them in Nigeria yet. You need them because you need to put credit there out. You own home in the US, you have homes. You don't have the home. You don't technically not paid off the homes. You probably, by the time you pay off the homes, you are ready to die. For most cases. Your cars, you pay them every month. By the time you finish paying the car is already ready to a replacement. Your credit card helps you go along. So you can spend as it were above your means, but you're not spending against your means, you're working towards it. What it means is that you can have the good life, and you have credit because everybody is working together. It's a cooperative work. So that's what it's bringing to that's why it says that it's a good way to stop corruption. I remember one time, the first time I went to the US, I was speaking with some reporters, and they said, you people, you want to buy, you people buy homes? Yes, you pay. I said, yes, in Nigeria, you want to own a home, you buy it. And they found it very strange, because that's not what happens. Absolutely. If you want to buy a house of $500,000, you put a down payment. Absolutely. And sometimes you are assisted, and you pay over years. Absolutely. And then after a while, if you are consistent, you can cash out and do a second mortgage and get some cash in the money to do another investment. So that's how the economy, that's why you have a lot of jobs, that's why you have a lot of... Look, I made a point about our own agricultural sector. We waste about 30%, about 60% of our agricultural produce in this country. Yeah. What does that mean? It means that there are a lot of jobs out there, a lot of investment that we can that if you throw money into it, that the 60% can be turned into profit in the economy. A lot of jobs, a lot of, look, take for instance, orange juice. You can imagine if you have all the wasted orange turned into juice and other forms of products. And then the supply itself, this infrastructure of storage and silos. A lot of jobs waiting.
Absolutely, especially in the agricultural sector.
All right.